Van Roten eventually is going to, you know, supplant, in my opinion, supplant Stinney. But other than that, no. I mean, everything else is, um, well, yeah, it's up. It's yeah, this needs to be updated because Jay Sean Corbin was let go today, also. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, other than that, no, everything is offensively. No, this, you know, Miles Boykin, Dennis Houston, you know, as far as the receivers, there's no major surprises there. Other than that, that's what
Red Scar going crazy.
what.
Sorry, coach. Red Scar going
11-6.
crazy this year. Nigga, I'm telling you, New York Giants gonna kick everybody ass. I'm
So,
sorry, coach. I've been holding that in.
uh, but yeah, no, I mean, Alex is saying he's surprised. Miles is in second teams, so
Sadly.
that I can't. I mean, I haven't seen him, so I'd have to wait for his game film or live action to see. But offensively, everything's not a surprise to me. Well, you know what? Yeah, what you call it at the four string tight end. Maybe that's about it.
Right.
All right, NYG, what you got?
Um, I mean, like I said, not too much going on there. Definitely surprised to see Daniel Jones as QB1. Nah, let me stop, man.
Danny Durag, aka D Murder.
But nah, man. Like I said, I think time's about up for Slayton here. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I think
Yeah, that is surprising.
I
It's
think
surprising coming from him.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
it feels like it's about
Feeling in the air.
it's about time to
I can feel it coming in the air.
Right.
and it's not Slayton's fault, man. It's Jalen Hyatt's fault, man. It's Jalen Hyatt
Yeah.
is putting that pressure on dude, bro. Like this dude is serious with it. Like he is serious with that shit, man. I mean, you as a Giants fan, I fucking love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attached to no particular player. I'm not that type of fan. You know what I'm saying? I only supported Slayton because I thought he got a bad rap. Much like people support DJ because they thought he got a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it looks like the writing's on the wall, man. That's one of my main takeaways from that depth chart.
I don't think he's gonna be gone.
I think they're probably going to find a trade for him because think about it. He wants this dude went on Keyshawn Johnson's podcast saying he wants like 100 something targets a season. He ain't getting that shit here. Like he got to go somewhere and be somebody's like solid number 2 to even come close to that. So and then there was the contract. See, I read tea leaves like shit building up. There was the contract situation. There was him being benched. Like that shit adds up in somebody's psyche, and sooner or later you like, you know what, just move me. I'm not part of the future here. He's still a young player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I feel
And
about
you know
it.
what? We need the picks. Go ahead and get a 4th round pick for him, 5th round pick for him. To
Yeah.
add with that compensatory pick we're gonna get for you know what I mean?
Actually, if Kate Saint is still watching, he actually had a very good thing about Darius Slayton in the trade. He said trade him to the New Orleans Saints and get Marshawn Lattimore back in return.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Mm.
Be nice because I mean, just look at our wide receiver room right now. We can afford that right now. We got some dogs in there now.
You got some depth, definitely, man. I mean, if you let Slayton go and you want to keep Ashawn Robinson or Hodgins or somebody on the roster, You know, you can still do that. You can make room for a guy like maybe McKenzie or somebody as depth for your slot guy. So, I mean, ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I just think like with Slayton, it's just, and I think this is how Darius Slayton feels. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think this is coming from. I'm just seeing how like Pat said, just kind of reading between the lines a little bit and how he kind of taking shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Can I give a different POV on this, my brothers?
you got it.
See, the problem is not nothing that anybody said here. The problem is something totally different. It's
We got
called Malik
receivers.
Neighbors. It's called Malik Neighbors. You see, we've been so used to looking at a number 3 receiver put in a number 1 wide receiver position, we forgot what 1, 2, and 3 actually look like, and your ass got to fight to be in between 3 and 4. See, he's never been in a fight before because we've never had anybody over him. So that's why he was the leading receiver due to a lack of options. Now you see what a number 1 receiver look like. If Darius Slayton didn't talk about getting paid and taking the worst contract in wide receiver history for incentives, would we actually know who he was on this team? He has gotten no press except for his commentary. He's gotten no plays in practice that made him look like, okay, he's the guy. There is no excitement around him because you know why? You have that dog in Malik Neighbors, that developing receiver in Jalen Hyatt, that slot locked down in Wan'Dale Robinson, and they have even formed a bond. You ever notice when they do that little Spider-Man point at each other, he ain't involved?
Yeah, it's just the three young
It's
guys.
just the 3 of them. He's never had to deal with that type of pressure before, and he's looking scared. Let's say what it is, okay? He's looking scared. He knows his minutes is about to get lower. He's definitely not going to hit those incentives because he played himself, and now it's getting crazy. Remember, he's always been on the team by default. Last season, they were trying to get rid of him. If it wasn't for an injury, he would have never been here this year. Let's get that out there.
I disagree with that, but yeah.
Remember, they were trying to trade him away.
They were trying to trade him. They were.
Okay, so if they were trying to trade him and there's no injury, right? He's not here.
Well, they didn't like him. They knew. I mean, they you know, he wasn't
Their pick.
guy, but they stuck with him out of necessity. But then he
Here you
kind
go.
of carved himself out a role here. Now, like you said, we've got receivers, and you know he's not up to par. So as far as you know with those guys, but you know, I think he stays on the team, man.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be here.
Bryce Ford
Trade
Wheaton
deadline.
had an injury that he's coming back from. Allen Robinson hasn't put enough stuff on the field yet for them to really make a decision. I think because he has familiarity with the team, the offense, and Jones, I think he still makes the roster.
Right. And Isaiah Hodgins has been absent.
I think he makes the roster. Let me just be clear what I'm saying. I think he makes the roster. I think he wants a trade.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think he will want out.
Yeah, because he feels disrespected
He feels
and
slighted.
Yeah, he feels slighted. That's the only thing.
Oh, you can't
Darius
feel
slighted.
if they perform better than you. Your best thing you can do is you know not go out talking shit and be like, look, I don't think I'm gonna get much playing time here. I would prefer you guys trade me somewhere where I can try to primarily be the number 2 guy. You know what I mean? Or maybe even the 3. But you know, I want to go somewhere where I can get some run. I'm not gonna get no run here. But
And to be honest,
be an asshole.
yeah,
You shoot yourself in the foot because you ain't made enough good splash plays for somebody to really want you. So if you start talking crazy in the media, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot.
But to be honest with you guys, I don't even think it's because he's not good enough or lack of talent. I just believe that he's in a bad situation with a young guy like Jalen Hyatt that has a similar skill set to you that is younger.
Exactly what I think it is.
Right.
And they're gonna go with the youth movement. He doesn't have that.
If Jalen Hyatt's not here, he's the number 2. And he's happy with
easily.
that. Yeah.
Exactly my
and
point.
then then he can demand the money that he fucking wants.
Yeah,
All right. By not
and he
signing a
just
bullshit incentive-laced
yeah,
contract that you know you ain't never gonna make.
That's why I said
and,
the problem is Hyatt. Like,
and the drive home E's point, he doesn't have that camaraderie like those three young guys do. They relate to each other better. And Neighbors was his worst nightmare.
That was
That's
it.
what
That was it.
because now when Neighbors comes in, he's still young, like Wandale Robinson and Hyatt and all those guys. Every time you see those three guys are right there. When one of them makes a play, they're right there. They have that camaraderie together, and that is strong. You don't want to break that bond that they have by putting Slayton in there over Hyatt.
And Pat, let me say this, right? The greatest thing that Darius Slayton can do this season, being in between a 3 and 4, is play that destroyer role that I like to call it. That oh man, he ran back the punt for us. What was his Deshaun Jackson? That Deshaun Jackson played with the Rams. Do you guys remember every time Deshaun Jackson got into a game last season or the season before that, excuse me, he scored a touchdown on a go route?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Darius Slayton can become. Once the ball is in his hands, most likely it's a touchdown or a 40-yard to 50-yard play to get the offense up the
That's
field
what it
to
is.
keep us exciting. That is what he has to become because he's always going to be better than the fourth cornerback. Maybe some threes. You feel me?
If he was just a little bit more consistent with catching and a little bit better with his route running, that will be Hyatt's role instead of him.
Right.
You see
But
what I'm
Hyatt
saying?
has better hands.
Hyatt has better hands, and it looks like his route running is getting better too. So that's why you see Jalen Hyatt / Slayton.
I think Hyatt has more of a knack to fight for the football.
Yep.
That's where I think the separation is. Hyatt's gonna go where you see Slayton sometimes. I'm not saying he quits on the play, but I don't know if he necessarily maybe not have the physicality or I don't know.
I could tell you what it is. I
It's a
could tell you what it is
mentality thing.
and why.
Real quick
Yeah,
though.
I don't want to
And where
interrupt you.
yeah, nah. And where you see Hyatt, where you see him like have that, like he's almost like how you were saying, baby Dex. He's like baby Malik Hyatt with speed. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fight for the ball. He's gonna have that dog mentality that they're exactly bookends. He attacks the ball. That's what I'm talking about. Slayton doesn't necessarily do that. That's the
he has the
separation
ability
right
to do it. That's what makes you kind of crazy because his rookie year he was doing it.
Right, but it's his ability not to fight through plays at the line of scrimmage. And why? When he's man pressed, right? If you put hands on him, he's one of those type of cats that, like, when you play ball, you can talk him out of his game because he doesn't like to be physical. Some dudes just doesn't like the physicality of playing a basketball game, right? They always want to call a foul. That was a foul right there. It's always a foul. He's that way. If you ever listen to when he talks, he says it. Yo, man, DBs are really slick in this game. You know, they'll hold you, pull you, grab you, push you, and they know how to get away with it with the referees. See, that to me right there lets me know that they're too much in your mind. When you should be learning how to create separation, hand fight, learn how to up and under, swim over the top, pull, latch, and move, and escape at the line of scrimmage. Hyatt naturally has better feet than Slayton off the line.
Yeah, that's a fact. But you need to come a receiver like Adams over there, Devontae Adams with the Raiders and D Hop. I think they're some of the best that do that. Them dudes get away with pushing off so much, bro. But they do it in such a subtle way that it's like, damn. Because that's the way D Hop has been getting open the past 2 years. I'll just be honest, because he doesn't have the speed anymore to get past you. So he's using those little elbows to your rib to get you off that slight get off, and he catches the ball. It's crazy. It's a lot of things that goes
into nuances, man.
Yeah,
it's just little small nuances that he doesn't have. and if he's not developed them, and I'm supposed to see that in your 4th year. I'm supposed to see you be able to hand fight at the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Get away with if they're pressing you, you're pulling them, but you got that twitch where it doesn't get caught. So he never developed these things, and Hyatt is developing them as time goes along in a shorter period of time.
Yeah, and that's why I think that Slayton will probably demand a trade by the midpoint if they don't trade him before the season. By the midpoint, he's probably going to demand a trade because I'm only getting about 5 to 10 reps a game.
I don't see how he gets the rep. If Hyatt's playing, if Hyatt's out there balling, I don't see
how he gets the rep.
He gets the rep.
5 wide.
And that's gonna piss him off because guess what? He's in a contract year and he's trying to get paid. So
and I can't blame either side because
that's why I'm taking this approach to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. This isn't on the Giants. You know what I'm saying? This isn't on Slayton. This is just a fractured relationship.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, you got any surprises with the offense before we get to the defense? And Miz, what's going on, Miz?
I'm good, man. What's up? No, only thing I'll say about this whole Slayton thing is this is where I stand right now and with what I'm seeing with this team. The train is already on its way north. If you ain't in it, we're sorry. No disrespect. See you later. Left you at the station.
Left you at the station.
I'm done with people's feelings. It's about fucking winning now. From here on, that's it. I'm done with feelings. No more soap operas, no more feelings. Yeah, I'm sorry. Slayton is, check it out. Slayton is an average wide receiver. He's a good hard worker. He's a nice guy. You want to know the difference between him and Hyatt? Like exactly what Alex just said. Hyatt's got that young, hungry dog in him. Slayton, he's just settling for like, I'm good right here. The other guys are reaching for the stars. You can see it. And I don't know. I'm not knocking him. But, you know. We go and draft another young receiver next year. So whatever.
But you have that difference in players, right? You have some guys who make it to the NFL and they're content with just being an NFL athlete. You have some guys who want to have the most sacks or the most catches or the most touchdowns. And then you have some guys who just want to be the greatest ever, right? And you know that's kind of how you categorize the guys on your team. You know what I mean? And you want to get the guys who are just content with being on the team the fuck up out of there. You know what I mean? And you want them guys who want to break records, who want to be the best, who want to be the best team player, who want to give their all for the team to win and go to a championship. So, you know, that this whole process is a process for a reason. You weed these guys out, you replace them, you coach them up, you see if they fit in. If not, you get them the F up out of there too, rinse and repeat. So you get what you want and you go for the goal.
Yeah.
Super facts.
As far as like this, the only thing that I seen was what's that? I think Van Roten is gonna be a starter though. You know, Stinny's gonna be around that. He's gonna be behind.
Start listening to your boy around here, man.
Roten. Right. And then I feel that Theo Johnson is gonna be he's gonna be a starter, man, sooner than later because like I said, Bellinger, he misses too many assignments on his blocking assignments, man. He can't be doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I see that was a surprise. Like he's fourth on the depth chart, you know. So I think he'll be first on the depth chart within like the first couple of games of the season, man.
Yeah, I do truly believe that. Let me shout out a couple of people that came into the chat. Slay, what's going on, Slay? Good to see you, little bro. David, he said Hyatt isn't proven yet. I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're just talking about the semantics of it, brother. Circle of Kings LLC, hit that like and subscribe button for us. Every one of these content creators on the panel, man, good to see you. He said the offense should be okay. Yes, I think they're going to be more okay as long as that offensive line blocks. And David, he says Daniel Jones is probably the most trusted Darius Slayton.
Okay. Give me the big screen for a second.
Daniel Jones got trusted Hodgins too.
Give me the big screen for a second, sir, please.
Yeah, hold on. This would probably be true if Neighbors wasn't here.
Exactly.
Give. Ooh, say it again.
That right there, that statement is true until Neighbors came, which elevated Hyatt and Wandale Robinson when he came.
Come
That's a
on.
fact.
Come on.
The New York Giants offense should be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fat people and skinny people, old people and young people, ugly people and pretty people. I need y'all to get one thing through y'all thick numbskulls. The New York Football Giants are gonna go a minimum of 11-6. We're gonna stomp the shit out of and kick the teeth in of anybody who tries to stop it. Okay, division champs, NFC champs, maybe even a Super Bowl. DJ balls the fuck out, throws 42 touchdowns and runs for 8, totaling to 50 touchdowns. We're going to be the greatest show on turf, Big Blue version. And you can take that shit to the bank because the leader of the Blitz Squad, G Nation, Big Blue himself, says so. Okay, it will be okay.
You know what Lou just did? You know what Lou just did? He allowed people to feel like how the Jamaicans thought when Keisha Thompson won.
Right. Shout out to Shan EI. Deception. What's going on? He said bearded DJ is dangerous DJ.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Jared
Do-rag
said,
DJ.
right. Do-rag DJ.
Be murder.
Big DD. Yo, Jerry said, right. He said he had the most trust in Slayton because he was the best receiver he had, but things have changed. Yeah, that is very true. And David, you make a good point here as well. He says, I'm just saying DJ doesn't have real game reps with Hyatt just yet, but you can see it in practice. You can see that he throws that ball to Hyatt with great confidence, bro. Like if Hyatt gets open, he's going to get the ball to him. Like facts. Like the offensive line gives him a pocket, and if Hyatt is open, there's no question in my mind DJ's not going to release it to him. The same thing with Neighbors and the same thing with Wandale Robinson. And it's the same thing with Slayton. It's just semantics about it, bro. Like NFL, Chad Ochocinco and everybody tell you, man, the phase out is real. And I believe you're watching a phase out happen. And it doesn't have anything to do about Slayton being a bad person. I think he could be a very good NFL receiver. If he was over there with Atlanta, he would be the number 2 receiver out there with Drake London. And he would do just fine. And I think he could actually get 1,000 yards. It just happens that we drafted Hyatt in the 3rd round, and he's developing pretty quick. Wandale because he's a coach. Yeah. And Wandale, you already know he has the slot receiver, hands down. And Hyatt is developing quicker than what I originally thought. I don't know about you guys, but he's developing quicker than I originally thought.
If you look at that Arizona game from last year, Pat, that would tell you right there how a wide receiver who was a rookie that didn't have any real game reps, once he got in the game, he was already trusted by Daniel Jones. Hyatt made the plays downfield to help Daniel Jones win that game.
That's a fact. And then that one pass, when y'all say that he just has that dog in him that Slayton has to fight for the ball, that second deep catch that he got, he jumped up and grabbed it over that DB.
Yeah.
When he threw it to him. So I know Daniel Jones doesn't have an issue throwing it to him. It's just that.
And you seen it from Wandale Robinson last year too, Pat. Remember when he jumped up and caught that pass.
And we've seen Slayton do it. He just, I don't know. It's just weird, man. And he's in an unfortunate situation, bro.
He's just not a dog, man. Like let's call it what it is and get off the subject. He's not a dog. Slayton is a wide receiver. Dogs are Malik Neighbors, Jalen Hyatt, Wandale Robinson. You've Odell Beckham, AJ Brown. Yeah.
Lucky I can't choke the shit at you from over here, boy.
Yeah, first of all, mother, see how I ain't curse at you because I love you too much, brother. But no, I'm talking about get off the subject and my thought process for this kid. This kid it's over for him, Lou. It really truly is. Like, I mean, we watched him for 4 years. He was the best of what we had, and that wasn't even the best of what we needed. He did what he had to do. It's time to go. Sit.
Tudo with the $4.99 super chat for Lou. He says salutes to El Machito. Man, am I saying this right?
Muchachito de Boricua.
Machito de Boricua.
Got your
Big
muchachito.
Blue Crew fam, Big Blue Crew fam and crew, all big people, tall people, wide people, small people. Greetings for all of us in Italy and F all Eagles losers. He's talking to you, Slay. But yeah,
40 Lux. Slayton will be a monster on the Chiefs.
Yeah, an absolute monster.
He'll be way better than Jarius Proney.
Oh,
he'll be a monster on the Bills.
And Tony got a 3rd round pick. They give him a 3rd round pick for Tony.
Right. If hold up. Because Cave just said something. If you could get a motherfucking 3rd round pick for Jarius Proney. And Jarius Proney.
Yeah, but I know where you're going, but you can't.
It's his destination, though, bro.
Yeah, Slayton was a
5th round destination.
Kadarius Toney was coming off being a 1st round pick.
Yeah, it's his destination.
So,
well, sometimes it depends if the team.
Not the same. It's not the same athletic ability at all.
You give him free advertisement when you do that. Don't bring up that cockroach's name.
But you're giving. But look, what you're doing is, man, you're selling the fact that he's a productive receiver, consistency, bro.
Right.
Like, look at Judy. They compared the stats with Slayton and Judy. And look at what Judy got.
But compare the skill sets. Compare the skill sets. You got to compare the skill sets. Kadarius Toney has a more attractive skill set than Slayton. So does Jerry Jeudy. I know Jerry Jeudy hasn't produced the way he's supposed to, but certain players have certain skill sets that you're attracted to. He doesn't have the route running of Kadarius Toney or Jerry Jeudy. Doesn't have the twitchiness of those guys. And there's is either Slayton's going to be your number 2 or nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like Kadarius Toney, Jerry Jeudy, you can throw them in a slot. You can throw them in a backfield.
You can't get a 3rd for Darius Slayton.
No.
Who's going to give you a 3rd for him? Go through the teams. Who's going to give you a 3rd? I'll give you 2.
Patriots.
I'll give you no.
What?
Patriots? Hell no.
Hell no.
If Patriots don't get Ayuk, whatever's going on with that, they are desperate for a receiver.
They have a guy over there named Javon Baker that's better than anything. Slayton.
Well, let me ask you a question, Pat. Why are we trading Slayton? What is wrong with having? What is wrong with having this much receiving talent for the first time in a decade?
I understand that, Miz, but this is based on if Slayton wants to leave. We never said they're going to get rid of him because he's trash.
Yeah.
We're saying because Slayton is a good receiver, and I don't think he's going to accept splitting time with Hyatt, and he's only getting 10 to 15 snaps a game, maybe. You see what I'm saying? Going back to season. Yeah, in a contract season, going back to the way that he was getting snaps when he first came, when Dabo first came to us, where he had people like freaking the preseason Hulk Hogan playing over him,
Marcus
Kenny Galladay.
Brown and Kenny Ayers.
I don't think he would want to go through that, and he's a better receiver than that. You see what I'm saying?
Let me ask a question. Will Slayton be selfish enough that he's gonna bitch and make a problem about?
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it because the man took a pay cut.
Let him finish.
Go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say that, NYG. I was gonna say, or will Slayton be a team guy? There'll be obviously good packages for him to be on the field, and the Giants win more games, bro. The Giants win more games. You want to be a team player or not?
I don't know. But you also have to think about it. Injuries is a part of the game too. Like teams that go through a lot of injuries with wide receivers, they get desperate. You know what I'm saying? That sometimes they'd rather get some guy from than get some out the practice squad.
But you can't get mad at that dude if he wants to trade and talk about he's not being a look, man. That dude took 2 pay cuts to stay with the Giants and rode the bench to let guys, as Pat just mentioned, Marcus, David Sills, and all these other guys get playing time over him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't see him doing that again.
The guy is not doing anything wrong, and he's not trash. It's just a bad situation for him. So you can't get mad at him for wanting out, and you can't get mad at the Giants if they want to make a move and give the position to Hyatt because he has the upside.
Yeah, but NYG, but
it's not selfish on Slayton's part, bro.
No,
he already took a lot of. He already did a lot for this team, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The thing you two guys are getting a disconnect that is Miz is not saying that he's being selfish. That's not what he's saying. He's saying, hey, look, is he going to be the guy that says, hey, look, I've done my time here with the New York Giants. Obviously, it's not going to work out. So I would request a trade to go get more playing time because I do want to get a good contract. And what Miz is saying, on the other hand, is he can do that, or he could be the good Samaritan again and just come in those packages that they have for him and try to make plays. That's what Miz is saying. He's not saying either or. He's just asking the question.
Yeah, he could be the good Samaritan, but what's that going to do for his career? These guys are playing for a reason, bro. Like, and he already did the good Samaritan shit, and look where it's got him. As he said,
that's nobody's fault but his.
It is his fault. So why keep doing the same shit and it ain't working? Why take another hit for the Giants and say I'm just gonna be the good Samaritan, shut the fuck up and ride the bench, and then go out there and sign for the vet minimum next year when you can go on the Falcons and get fucking 1,500 yards or some shit like that? Like, bro, you have to think at it from the player's position at some point. At some point, you got to look at it from the player's point of view.
And so that's why Miz asked the question, which one is he going to do? Because I don't have a problem with him doing either. To be honest, I want him to actually leave and go get what he deserves, to be honest with you. No, I'm being dead for him because he deserves it, bro. He's not trash. He's just not a number one receiver, and he's been on the team where he's had to be the number one receiver, and people see that he's not a number one receiver, but he has been productive, and I think he could be a hell of a number 2 receiver on somebody's team. So, like Saint said earlier, let's pitch him to the Saints and see if we can get Marshawn Lattimore in return.
Or what about the Rams? I mean, the Rams always giving away draft picks. I mean,
I'm talking about bringing a player that we can use. Forget the pick. If we can get a number 2 corner,
we need a corner.
If we can get a number 2 corner, give him for Lattimore. I know Lattimore has his issues sometimes, but he's better than what Flott is. I'll tell you that now.
What about the cat from Denver?
You're gonna have to give him more to get Patrick Surtain.
Surtain. He said, "I said this months ago and was ripped to shreds for talk about trading Slayton."
That's before we drafted Malik Neighbors. Slayton was all we had.
Bronx. That's the Bronx's finest right there. Alex in the house.
Tudo, he says, Pat, our rugby team here is exactly the opposite. Average players, but we've got elite coaches and run their schemes like a well-oiled machine. Players with right attitude and extreme discipline to follow the books. That is very true, and that has been Slayton. You can't say that hasn't been Slayton. Slayton has been all Giants his whole career, and maybe it's just time for him.
I push back on the people saying he's trash and shit like that. Like, you cats can go out there and defend Daniel Jones and defend this. Hold on. Yeah, because when people say shit about Slayton, they're directly coming at me. I know they are, because I'm goddamn near the only one that's ever defended this fucking dude. And to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad about doing it, man, because look, man, everybody wants the Giants players to be loyal and and to take one for the team and to do this and to do that. And this dude has done that time after time after time again. And you know what this fan base has done? Fucking shit on his ass. Pause. So again, this is what we're talking about here. He's not the worst receiver. He was put in the same situation as Daniel Jones, the same situation as Saquon Barkley, the same situation as Dexter Lawrence, and some of these other players on this team. And they did the best they could fucking do, you know? But it's okay to defend those guys when you say something about Slade, oh, he's just a fucking piece of garbage. Like, get out of here, man.
He said
Damn.
we should have taken Odunze.
Nah, neighbors.
Neighbors is the
See,
dude.
here we go.
That's what he wants, bro. He wants you guys to answer that. I totally ignored that shit like he never even put that in the chat. That's how you shoot that.
Who said that?
That's what he wants. He wants you guys to give him attention. That's what that is, bro. Anybody who says that is either on drugs or just want attention.
Or just coming off drugs.
Yeah.
He's just coming on.
Yeah, you're right. That's retarded.
We'll read this and then we're gonna get to the defense and close it out. He says, Pat, Giants got great players.
Because when we get animated and passionate, that shit is made for TV moments. You know what I'm saying? So they like to come on here and troll. Because not only can we shut down your argument intellectually and articulately, but we can also bash the shit out of you verbally while making it sound so good and looking so motherfucking pretty on camera while doing it. So that's why people like to come on and try to troll us. You know what I mean? But we're not going to give y'all that tonight. We're going to keep it positive, you know what I'm saying? And keep it rolling.
Yeah. Joey, what's going on, Joey? Thank you for tuning in. Let's get to the defense. Well, I got to bring up the screen first.
Ooh, defense, baby. Defense. Come on, let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, we're looking like a four lineman based defense this year. And it looks like Brian Burns is going to be at one edge. We already know. Backed up by
quarterback hitting defensive players. Don't play with me.
Backed up by Boogie Basham. And the undrafted rookie, Ovi Oghoufo. Nose tackle, Dexter Lawrence with Jordan Riley right behind him, DJ Davidson and Timmy Horn. The regular defensive tackle, Raheem Nunez Roaches. I don't think that's going to change in a couple of games. Ryder Anderson, Jordan Phillips, Chapman, and Casey Rogers. The outside linebacker position, which is the other edge, is Kayvon Thibodeau, backed up by Azeez Ojulari, Tamon Fox, and Benton Whitley. Inside linebackers are Bobby O and Michael McFadden, backed up by Carter Coughlin and Deontay Johnson. Then you got the rookie from UCLA, Darius Moorsal, Matthew Adams, and Darian Beavers is last. That's not a good sign for Beavers. The nickel corner, this is where it surprised me. They got Drew Phillips as the nickel corner. That's not the surprise. I knew he was going to do that. But they got Isaiah Simmons as the backup nickel corner. So when we go on the dime, he's going to be the nickel. Nick McLeod, then Trey Herndon. All right, first corner, Deontay Banks backed up by Trey Hawkins and David Long Jr. Second corner, Cordell Flott backed up by Darnay Holmes.
I'm pissed off.
And Breon Borders. And safeties are Dane Belton and Jason Pinnock, the starters, backed up by Tyler Newman, Elijah Riley, Javarius Owens, Caleb Hayes, and Alex Johnson. So where the hell is the dude we signed from the Eagles, Mills? Where is he? Is he hurt?
He's already hurt right now. He's on. Yeah, Mills is hurt.
He's on the pup
already, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, my surprise is that damn Isaiah Simmons. He must have carved his role as a nickel corner, and believe it or not, I think sometimes they will put him in over Drew Phillips and slide Drew Phillips to the outside to replace Cordell Flott. That's what I think they're going to do. And Nick McLeod as a nickel, I believe he should be the cornerback too.
Right.
I think this depth chart was made about a week ago, maybe. But
it's crazy.
Who Who we got? Coach, go ahead and say
what the fuck is going on?
Darnay fucking Holmes.
Listen,
bro.
That's why Cordell Flott can't get on the field. He hanging with his ass.
Darnell Holmes. And like you said, Pat, Nick McLeod. Why the excuse me. Why is Nick McLeod as a nickel corner when all I've heard is he's doing very well as a cornerback, but he's third string nickel.
Right.
And you have Darnay Holmes, who's better suited for the nickel, playing boundary cornerback. The only thing I will say about Darnay Holmes at cornerback is if you're playing zone, I'm going to back off. I will back off there. But he's better in the nickel, also especially in run support. He's very good in the zone concept. There's no denying that. But the number 2 cornerback, because what that's telling me, if Cordell Flott is out, guess who's number 1?
I hate I hate the
fellas. This is not who we are gonna roll into week 1.
We know that, Lou. We know that. This is the projected. This is
from every practice squad you can find. This whole depth chart.
But you know what, Lou? You're wasting reps on these dudes. You're wasting fucking reps on these dudes.
Get these guys right now
on the outside.
Right. Well, I'll tell you this: Holmes hasn't played outside. It's actually been McLeod and Cordell Flott playing outside.
But that's what's so confusing, Pat.
Yeah, that is confusing
because
they're not wasting reps, like NYG said, because they're actually getting the reps where you think they will be. But go ahead.
Then this, like you said, this maybe was the then why release this? Why release this?
Yeah,
why release this then?
That's basically what we're saying. It's garbage.
Fuck the game up and make content videos like this happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird the way they did it because they don't even have Isaiah Simmons as a linebacker. They got him as a DB.
Right.
Well, the nickel. Don't forget the nickel technically is like a will linebacker, so I get it. That's why that's not that big of an issue for me. He technically if you put him out there in a 3 linebacker set, that's what you're going to do. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Coach. Let me do this to calm people down because this should have happened a long time ago too. Darnay Holmes, you know where you need to go.
Looks like we got another one on the ground. This is the Gulag. In here, you fight to win back your life. Gates!
So let's get that out the way now. Because I just seen that really triggered a lot of people.
Yeah. Darnay Holmes for me, y'all know how I feel about Holmes. Put him in the slot, play zone with him, give him safety help over the top or somebody underneath, do certain things, but put him on the boundary because y'all know. E will even tell you, good offenses, whether you playing zone or not, they'll solo him on the island. Whether you're in zone, they will put him. They will get him out there 1-on-1, and they will take the safety away from him to get with giving him support, and he's going to be by himself.
And how is that done all the time, Coach? You send the over 6'2" wide receiver and put him in the slot and allow child abuse.
Basically. So for me, having him inside would have been better because you can him a little bit more. On that outside, he's going to be alone. And you know what? That's like, I'm not gonna say that. Let me be nice. Let me not say something dirty. But that's gonna be like taking somebody out to the woodshed and tanning their little bottoms. Okay, no, it's not gonna be good. And that's whether you're in the zone or man, you could still abuse him that way. So, but that right there was my biggest surprise with McLeod and Holmes.
Right.
Ryder Anderson, and Jordan Phillips, Jordan Phillips, I mean, they brought him here for a reason, and he's third on the depth chart. So I'm just like, he's not having a good camp. And then I keep hearing Chapman is getting first team reps. So that's pushing him further down. So, they're looking to use him and use his skill set. So, all the rest of them, Boogie Basham, yeah. So, the rest of them, all right. And I'll say one last thing, and then I'm done. Okay. But our first line, we definitely got to rock hard with our first line because some of the backups.
Well, yeah,
the drop off.
The depth on this team. Yeah, the depth on this team is always going to be a problem until we get about 2 or 3 more good drafts.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to be a fact. But go ahead, NYG. I already put Holmes in the gulag, so you ain't got to be triggered by him, sir.
Man, bro. Don't you dare put Darnay Holmes on a boundary on the outside to get barbecued like the 4th of July. Hot outside. You know what I'm saying?
And somebody ain't that good. Barbecue on the 4th of July.
Somebody didn't left the grill running.
Thank you.
Got drunk and burnt the fucking chicken. That's Darnay Holmes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Darnay.
That's him on the outside.
9 lives.
Chicken.
we don't need that in our lives, fellas.
Chick-fil-A.
Really crunchy chicken.
Fact.
That's his nickname, Chick-fil-A.
Nah, that's Chick-fil-A. That's burnt to the damn bone, man. That's burnt to the bone.
That's charred grilled.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme.
That's campfire chicken.
S'mores.
Right.
So you don't want him on the roster, NYG? You don't want him
That's basically what he's saying, right, man?
You know, 2 years ago, Darnay Holmes was a good slot corner. I don't know what happened last year, to be honest.
Yeah, they got him on the outside.
Yeah,
according to the depth chart.
Not 2 years.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ago. It's 3 years ago, man. 2 years. He played 2 years. He played under wing system, and he was getting totally abused. He was bent over the rails and really okay.
So why? Let me ask you this, Coach.
That dude ain't it.
When he was, I'm not saying either or. I understand. Last year he was making me upset too. But here's the thing: when he was drafted, right, he was considered the steal of the draft. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Deion Sanders was saying that, was raving about him too. Then he come out his rookie year. He played some damn good football. I remember that game in Seattle that we stole. So I don't know what happened.
Wink system.
Yeah.
He was dedicated on a lot of men. He's not a man cornerback.
At all.
Him. They were killing him with crossers, and he was always in the trail. And it's not even that he was in the trail technique. There was great separation. There was at least 3 to 4 yards of separation in a crosser. I mean, no, there's no look. My old cranky broke down butt with my walker could give better coverage than him. How bad he is. So I have concerns with him in man. In zone, I have no issues in zone. I really don't. If he's in the slot, and he's good in run support, he really is. He's a good tackler, So that part I'm giving him credit for. But on the outside, he will be targeted. Trust and believe.
Oh, lunch meat.
Believe it. You send two verts just on the simplest high school route. 2 verts. Run 2 verts, a seam and an outside goal with him. That means he's one-on-one with an outside receiver. Right. He's done.
Well, you don't put him on the outside. I never thought he belonged on the outside anyway. So.
That's what I'm
depth chart's on the outside.
He has him on the outside.
Well, he gives up a lot of first downs on PIs.
I believe that's just a placeholder position for a few of these guys in the deep. I believe they're gonna go and sign a guy, and they're gonna go and get some guys that don't make it on other teams, and not because they didn't make it because of skill, but because they already have a lot of depth
Right.
on
Well,
their
I
team.
mean, they're
There will
already
be some
doing that.
guys that get cut, and the Giants will go and pluck from those guys, and they
We already did
possibly
that
will
too.
go get an Adoree or something like that because I think Shane Bowen likes to run a zone. So
What's the cornerback we picked up
Me
today
personally,
from Washington?
I put Nick
Yeah,
McLeod as a starting QB2 and put
think
Slot
you
as
ain't gonna have no choice, man.
He's
K.
not
I
good
don't think you
coach.
have a choice.
Coach, he's not guy they picked up is not good coach. He's not.
Yeah, I know that. That's my point. A lot of guys we're going to get, it's going to be in that range. What I'm saying is, a lot of them are going to be in that range. They're cut for a reason. Now, some are going to be a numbers game. I get that.
but
I
we
get that. I
might
get
go
what.
sign a guy as well. They're saying they might go get a Dory or something like that. But
I don't
Dory's
want Adoree back.
Dory,
if
yo,
they're
I'm
playing a
sick of
zone,
Adoree Jackson.
if
Dory's
they're
gonna be
playing a
back with the
zone, a
Giants.
Dory will kill it.
I would
Dory's
say
gonna be
this.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I'm
longer
with
you
y'all
go
on
into
that.
August,
I'm
the
done
more
with Adoree.
chance of Dory's back as a Giant.
It's crazy. And why I didn't want him in Wink's system, but in this one right here, I'm
Mm-hmm.
all the way for it.
Yep.
I'm all the way for it.
Yep.
because he
I
played.
don't like when somebody quits. I seen that dude quit too many times in multiple seasons. I don't
Yeah,
want
but
him
he's
here.
also giving us some. He's also giving some big time
Zero
games.
chance. Okay.
Bro,
He has
he's
given some.
quit.
Drew said zero chance.
Yeah, I think so too, Drew. I'm with you on that one. He's not coming back here.
I know
I
one
That
thing.
will
dude,
say this.
that man, bro,
I
you
will say
can't
this:
do
if they
shit like
wanted him, they
that.
would have been got him.
Yeah, bro, you can't just
No, but
you
if you
can't
wait
show
longer,
that type of
you get him for cheaper.
you can't. We talking about building a culture here, fellas. You can't show that type of fucking quit ass attitude, dog it, I'm done type shit, and then bring a guy like that back. When you got young players in this locker room. You know what I'm saying? Because if Adoree acts like that, the moment we're getting blown out in the game, and he dogs it on a play or two, and those young guys see that, like, bro, it's not good, bro.
I know one
I
thing.
don't like what I seen from Adoree last year. I was done with that dude.
Well, it don't got to be a Dory, but they could go potentially sign somebody,
Yeah.
trade for
Yeah, I'm
somebody.
with signing the vet corner. Absolutely. I don't want Adoree Jackson back here.
Who's
Shane,
remaining, gentlemen, out there?
Shane is not done. I'm telling you.
Remaining out there.
Yeah, who's remaining out there?
Gilmore, who does not
Gilmore.
want any part of being with us. You got Xavier Howard, but he's having some legal issues right now. That's the only reason why I see he hasn't been picked up yet. And there's really just a bunch of other guys. Like,
Is Rock Yasin out there?
No, I don't think he is. No. If you really want a guy, you're gonna have to make a trade.
That's what I say.
I like the guy you said that. Let's go trade for Lattimore.
Yeah, I
with
think
that.
Lattimore could be had
Yeah.
for a third or fourth round
Yeah.
pick, or just straight up Slayton for Lattimore. To be honest with you,
You could throw Boogie Basham in there too if you want.
man, you throw Boogie Basham in, that ain't gonna make the trade. I keep trying to tell y'all.
I think
Trade rejected.
You have the whole trade done. Yeah, would y'all take Boogie Basham? Click. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Why we say that about him? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I didn't see.
Have you seen Boogie Basham out
He has
there?
no boogie and no bash.
Right.
That's why we bashing him, boss.
His name is
He's
terrible.
trash. Yeah. You know who he reminds me of, fellas? What was the dude that we got from the Dallas Cowboys that fucked Michael McFadden life up the first year? Smith?
Oh, Jalen Smith.
Oh my
God.
Boogie Basham is the Jalen Smith of DTs.
And Jalen Smith, we don't know what the hell he was out there throwing people's elbows on people, just flopping into the crowd, jumping on. Like, what are you doing, sir?
First of all, he was tackling his own friends. Okay.
I don't like you, bro. You don't do stuff.
Yeah, I haven't been noticing what he's doing. So
We did a whole breakdown, Pat, on Jason Smith. Remember Jalen Smith?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Trash.
Terrible. This dude, that's terrible.
And he knows he's trash. I don't even know.
What are you doing?
Right. Like every time Boogie Basham get in there, the quarterback has at least 6 seconds.
And a half.
He can't get in there, bro. I don't know what it is. Pause. Like that
He
dude,
just don't have the move, brother. That's
don't
it.
have the boogie.
He don't got the moves.
He
Right.
don't have the boogie.
He ain't got the moves. That's
what's going on, Jayla? He don't even have a gangster boogie.
What's up, y'all? Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah.
Hey, what's good with you, Jay?
No, man, I just got done doing the set downtown Houston at the Secret Group. I told y'all I was gonna pop in on y'all when I got done with my stuff. You know what I'm saying, when we talked last time. What y'all got going on tonight? What's on the menu?
I got the best joke you could have said tonight.
What's that?
Boogie Basham. Everybody would have laughed.
So what happened with Boogie? He was getting used and abused?
Man, he don't even need to touch the field, bro. That's what we saying.
He need to change his last name?
Yeah, I think he brings down team morale just being there.
No Boogie and no Bash.
And no,
He'll be a boogie bash in one place. Send his ass to the prison. He'll be a boogie bash.
Oh my
I bet you run there.
Yes.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gonna bash that ass, boy.
Right.
Pause.
Get out of there.
Oh.
No, it ain't no damn pause. You know me better than that. Stop it, Lou.
But yeah,
Get
how's
his
your
ass
set
in
go,
there and
though,
they gonna
Jayla?
smack that ass.
But
I'm
how'd
not
your
joining
set
in
go,
on
bro?
that, pause.
Right.
I
How'd your
went,
set go?
it went good, man. I tried out. This has been my first time back on in a couple months. So I've been working, but it went well. You know what I'm saying? I got through my 5 minutes. I didn't stumble over nothing. I even tried out a couple new little jokes. And so it went well. It went well.
okay.
Let's go.
Another day on the grindstone.
Yep. The more you practice, the better you get.
Yeah, I'm just happy to get back to it. Because like I was telling Lou and NYG and Pat the other night. I've been through a whole bunch of losses this year, and it was hard for me to really kind of find the funny in anything. So just for me getting out here and and getting back to it, my family's been talking to me, telling me, my wife been telling me I need to get back on stage. So I stopped feeling sorry for myself and went and got back on stage tonight. So if you're feeling
Amen to that,
sad,
bro.
if you're feeling sad and depressed and feeling like you can't do that shit and why is this bad stuff happening to me? It's gonna keep on happening to you, but you just build and get stronger from that and keep on pursuing and pushing through whatever you want to do.
That's right, Jay. Tell him, bro.
Yeah, but hey, I'm literally in the parking lot of the comedy club, so I'm about to head back to the house. If y'all still on when I get back to the crib, I'll pop on and shoot the shit with y'all again. But I just want to pop in and say what's up, Big Blue Crew. Giants, y'all see we've been fighting. You see, we was whooping some lion ass. We was those Rudy Poo cowardly lions getting their ass handed to them.
Put them up. Put them up.
Yeah, put them up. Put them down. That's what
Right.
Put them down.
All right, man. Glad you had a good set tonight, though, Jay. But we're probably off by the time you get to the crib. But man, I gotta come out there and see you live one time, bro. I'm gonna make a trip out there.
I'm in downtown Houston, man. I'm at on 24th and Post Street at the Secret Group. I'm at Axelrad, Mo City Grills in Missouri City. That's south side of Houston. I'm all over the place, man. Just catch me on, Monday through Thursday. I ain't big enough for the weekend headliner, so you know what I'm saying. You gotta catch me on a Monday through Thursday, and I got you. I'm working my way up.
All right, bro.
I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, Jay. Good to see you, bro. But yeah. Gotta go catch J-Lab at one of his sets, man. Because I know that shit funny as hell.
Man, that's a funny ass dude. Yo, pause.
Anybody got anything else to say about this depth chart? Because this depth chart is wild. This is literally like a 90-man depth chart. But hopefully this is not the official depth chart. It's just something that they had to put out before the first preseason game. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, just write some names in there and we'll get the depth chart fixed before the regular season. I think that's what this was.
You know, the main thing I noticed about the depth chart is the depth. We actually have a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying?
Way more than we usually have. I'll tell you that.
So, I mean, you know, the fact that we're talking about certain players might get cut or might not make it, or that's a good thing. That's a good thing to be talking about trading who was your number one wide receiver the past, 3 or 4 years.
Right.
And now he's your number 4. That's a good thing, y'all. It's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing to be having conversations about who's going to be playing next to Dex, to have all these different options and all these different players that could possibly step up and take that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good problem to have at running back when you have Tracy, you have Turbo Miller, in competition. The fact that we got some edge presence now, so the depth is really what I took around this depth chart, is the fact that we actually have a little bit of depth now. It ain't crazy. We can get more, obviously.
It's still scary.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot better than what we've had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially at particular positions, as I mentioned. But yeah.
Hey, 40, look, we will be at MetLife November 3rd for the Commanders game.
Please
if you
show
want to link up with us then. Pause. But yeah, but anybody else got any last words? I think I put everybody I need to put in the gulag tonight.
Hold on, you put Darnay in the gulag? Yeah, you already put him in.
I got Darnay, I got Boogie Bash from Trash Ass. Y'all put Cordell Flott there yourselves. Y'all some mean sons of guns.
Oh yeah.
But go check out Miz in the Midday. He had a damn good video. I keep trying to tell this crazy sucker to keep making those Miz in the Middays, bro. Like, those videos are dope as shit. Like, check out that Miz in the Midday that he made today, man. It's a lot of good stuff in that video, and it's absolutely hilarious. Other than that,
I checked it out, Miz. I checked it out, bro.
Put the guy in the gulag. The guy that Jones sucker slaps. Put him in the gulag. Find them in there a whole bunch.
But overall, today was a pretty good day to be a Giants fan. Our joint practice went way better than everybody on Twitter and the media were expecting it to be. They thought we was going to be some chumps. Hey, Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors can only connect against themselves. But looks like Malik Neighbors is the truth. He's burning your DBs too, not just his. It's a lot of things to be excited about this Giants team. And even if you are negative Nancy, even some of the negative Nancy people are coming out and be like, man, Daniel Jones might be a dog. No, don't say that now.
Yes, nah.
Yeah.
Bro, like you said, Miz, the bus already left, bro.
Yeah.
The bus is already gone, bro.
Maybe Daniel Jones did need a number 1 receiver. No shit, Sherlock. Freaking idiot.
The truth be told, they are Giant fans, so I'll get a second bus to come back around if they want
to. Leave them suckers right where they at.
Man, they done. They on the curb.
Man,
where they belong.
Cold-hearted son of
nah.
On the curb.
Giants win the Super Bowl. They need to be right there on that grass where Man Cave is sitting at. Right behind us. You need to be right there on that grass and watch the fireworks from MetLife outside.
I'll tell you one thing, Pat. Tomorrow they be doing it again, right? Tomorrow the Giants and Lions do it again, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be a little bit worried because I think the Lions tomorrow are gonna come out and say,
"Oh
yo,
yeah,
they
you know, Dan Campbell laid the wood to those boys in that locker room." Pause.
Mhm.
But you know, Dan Campbell ain't about that.
Well,
Dan Campbell was one of us. He
He
old school giant.
said a lot of good things today about the organization and Dable and Mara and all that shit. So he's a good guy. But I think the Lions come out tomorrow because they got a little humiliated today. They got punched in the face. So, and I just want to get out of there healthy. That's the only thing I cross my fingers about. You know what I'm saying?
Get out of there healthy. That's all I care about too.
And
How y'all feel about the preseason game?
And they got two of them on Thursday, and then they playing the Patriots game on what's that? NFL Network. And then they play Thursday. It's the same time as ours, 7:00, both games.
Y'all thinking the starters play?
You see, I said that, I brought that up today, NYG. I would rather Jones don't play this Thursday, but listen.
Yeah, they're not going to play.
Mm-hmm.
So what game is the dress rehearsal? The second or the third game?
They're going to probably do the dress rehearsal the second game.
Oh yeah.
Which game is the Jets game?
Third one, the last one.
Third. Yeah, they're not.
And they got a joint scrimmage practice with them that same week also.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not gonna do anything with the Jets. Yeah,
they may play the first two series and get them the hell out of there. But this first game, this is really going to determine some people that are going to get cut. Now, I do believe the defense, as far as Cordell Flott and those boys, they're going to make them play. Because Cordell Flott's going to be the cornerback too. He ain't got no choice but to play.
Anybody in competition, anybody in a serious competition got to play. They got to play. You know what I'm saying?
But people like Isaiah Simmons and them who have fit roles already, they're not going to play. But I'm putting Cordell Flott out there immediately. Him and Nick McLeod on both sides. And let's see who comes out better during the game. Oh, Nick McLeod, you made more plays. Flott, get to the bench, sir.
You ain't hear Banks' name today, did you?
No, you didn't.
That's a good thing.
Facts.
He was out there making plays. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shit, Runyon got fucked up.
Who? Oh, Runyon. Oh yeah, Runyon got destroyed on one rep.
By Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal is nice though. That dude is nice. And Runyon got destroyed on that rep. I said, good Lord. That reminded me of last season on that one. Do that one no more.
Brian Burns owned every rep today, whoever was against him.
This looks like Hernandez, in my opinion. That's how bad
that looked bad right there. I don't know if he tripped or something. I don't know what happened on that rep, but he got destroyed.
Nah, he got hit with the left arm to the right shoulder and pulled and ripped through with a swim move off of it.
Yeah, he hit him with a nice hezzy.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we had a pretty good day. I mean, it was a one-on-one, so you don't have no help on either side. So hopefully he doesn't give up pressure that quick. But I do think the starting offensive line plays, and they'll throw Drew Lock in there. Let them play with the offensive line for probably one series, and then
I want to see Neighbors get at least one series. To be honest with you,
I don't think Neighbors gets a series.
I know, I get it, but I'm saying I want to see him out there just so he can get just his first taste of the speed of the game out there. Just one series. That's why I say one series.
We'll see.
Slayton can start at the one spot.
Do I think he will? No.
I think. I mean, if Jones is gonna play, if Jones is gonna play, yeah. But if Jones isn't gonna play,
then he's not gonna put Neighbors out there or Hyatt or Wandale Robinson.
Yeah.
I better not see Drew Lock throwing Malik Neighbors no goddamn passes.
Nah,
I better not.
Oh man, Twitter go crazy. You see, he completed a pass to Malik Neighbors. You see, fucking dummy.
Yeah, nah, we ought to see that.
It could be a 3-yard curl. You see, way better than Daniel Jones. You completed
wide receiver screen, for 60 yards. Look at that. Look at the stats. 60 yards.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I'm gonna watch in this preseason, though. To be really honest, I'm enjoying this little running back mix, and I want to see them play.
Yep.
I like to see the.
I want to see Turbo Miller play. That's for sure.
Michael Strahan
I want to
lost a
see
lot
what
of
Turbo
weight.
Miller and Tyrone Tracy actually have, and see how we can use them, dude.
Yeah.
But I think Turbo Miller is gonna turn some heads, bro.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap this up. I want to plan on being on here 2.5 hours. Y'all get me every time. Like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button for all these great content creators here with the Big Blue Crew. You got Coach Ed Gladney, Amazing World of Sports, Unpopular Opinion Sports, NYG 22, Big Lou, G Nation Inside Sports, co-founder of the Big Blue Crew with Joe, Classified 3F with Joe. Prayers to him. Hopefully he gets better by the season so we can call some games because he is funny as hell when we call him the games. You got I Am Chosen, E Chosen. Go subscribe to him and the Shakedown Media. Always got love for those guys over there. You got the S Guy, Man Cave, new member of the Big Blue Crew doing his content. Go check his channel out. Has a lot of basketball content. I'm sorry ass Nets. But I think you're a Knicks fan, so you.
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm Knicks.
Yeah, and I'm.
You said it right. Them sorry ass Knicks. You said it right.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Said it right.
Don't do that.
Sorry ass
Don't do
Nets.
that.
My
Don't
bro,
do that.
Pat, bro.
He trying to bait you, Cave. Don't do it. Don't let. He trying to bait you, bro. Don't let him do it.
And
He hurting because they hurting. Hurt people like to hurt people.
Man, whatever, yo.
And you got Miz, who does Miz in the midday when he wants to, but if he does it more often, he will get a lot more views and he will be at 1,000 subscribers very quick because those videos are very entertaining. Anytime he feels that he got to get his passion out, pause. You should do a video. Keep trying to tell him. But maybe he'll listen to me one day. Guess he considers me a young buck. You don't know what you're talking about, but I do. But
yo, as God, send me some comment or something. I'm not sure. I'm looking for you, but I'm probably already subscribed, right? I don't even know.
You are.
The Giants Man Cave. The Giants Man Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But any more final words, fellas, before we get out of here?
Tomorrow, man. I'll kick some more butts tomorrow, man. Let's see what happens tomorrow. And knock on wood, no injuries.
Facts.
Ain't no ifs. Ain't none of that.
That's right.
Giants gonna come out and dominate. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be simple as that. 11-6 is the minimum. Division championship, NFC championship, possibly Lombardi. Giants is going to stomp every fucking body this year. Don't be surprised when we come out on the 3-0 start. And everybody's like, oh my goodness, the Giants have turned it around. No, keep that same energy and keep your bitch ass over there. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same hateful ass energy over there. Don't come over here. Don't switch up now. Because the Giants is about to go on a run. Greatest show on turf, Big Blue version. Y'all already know where you heard it.
Hey, Jesus Martinez. Never too late. Thank you for tuning in, bro. New York Giants. I hope we just beat the Cowgirls. I hope we beat them twice.
Oh, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Will Wilkins, always a good supporter of the show. Thank you for tuning in. And shout out to everybody that came in. Red Fox, 40 Luck, Andrew, Dominique Parks, Jarius, Slay actually came through. Earl Cole, everybody that came through, man. There's so many of you guys. It's hard to get to all you guys, but we do read your chats throughout the show and we post them on the screen to make sure everybody know what you're talking about. That's what we do here, and that's what we'll always do. Don't have to super chat to be noticed. And Tudo out there in Italy. Hopefully he wins his upcoming season game. I know his season is starting here very soon. So if you're still awake, Tudo, we give our prayers out to you as well for your health as well. But for all you sucker-ass Giants fans that keep hating and want us to lose because you don't like Daniel Jones, you know where you can go.
Looks like we got another one! On the ground! This is the Gulag. In here, you fight to win back your life. Gates!